Hello everyone. So here in this video session, let us discuss about the topic managerial accounting. Sorry, managerial communication. So what is a managerial communication means? The managerial communication means the name itself says that managers who communicate with his employees or else with others. So why should he communicate? To convey his ideas or also to convey his superior thoughts, orders. So here in the organization or also in management, the role of a manager says that he must convey his ideas and information to his subordinate employees. So which might be new innovative ideas which is um, make changes for us employees and also for organization or the information which is transformed or is transferred from his superiors. So this process is called as a managerial communication. So which means the communication means it's a process of telling something to someone in the proper way to or to make understand the thing which is going on or also to make something else. So this is known as this is in the part of business so that it has a certain rules and regulations, it has a certain policies, and also we can say that it has a certain stream. So by following that stream or by following that format, so that we can manage the things better. So let us start this chapter with a good and better definitions. I hope the screen is visible for you all. Yeah, this is notes from University of Mysore, which is prescribed for MBA, online MBA courses. So what is a management? Let us start from introduction. The communication plays a fundamental role in forming information sharing. So information, if not shared, is of no use. So the thing is, the proper communication plays a main and important role in information sharing. Suppose we could not share any information, or else suppose we could not say anything to us, means we cannot do, or else we cannot run a business properly. So that we cannot make a work done by others. So to make a work done by others for a good and smooth run of a business, we should communicate the things in the proper way. So communication is the act of conveying information for the purpose of creating a shared understanding. It's something that humans do every day. Individuals working together in the same organization need to speak to each other to keep themselves abreast with the latest developments in the organization. So, in organization, there is a fact that everything should be conveyed and everything should be in open task to perform. Here, we can say that for a good and a better understanding of each other and good and better understanding of employee and also employers, there must be a good communication process. If not, we could not understand anything else and we could not perform the task what our superior is ordered or else what our superior is expected. So And this is the main and introductions of communication skills. So that this is these introductions are not as very important. It is basics and simple concepts. So let us move to the managerial communication, which means the concept, exact concept, meaning, and definition. So, what is the managerial communications? What you mean by that managerial communication? Here, in any organization or else in any office or else in any business, so that there will be a manager who controls and coordinates his business and who make decisions for next future success and good run. So in his hand, overall business entities, also overall business actions are being controlled. So here, manager plays a vital role in the development of his business. In that, the communication of his ideas to run a good business is managerial communication, which means the manager communication is process by which a manager in an organization shares ideas or information with other managers or also to other team members. So depending upon how well it is done, managerial communication has a great impact on staff morale, the achievement of company goals, and organization culture. So that while deciding or also while communicating something else or something new idea, the manager should keep in mind that he should be in the board. He should convince the what idea his ideas in within the border level, or else he should not go not go, he should not go beyond the company rules and regulations and also the organization culture. So overall, keeping these things and these qualities in his mind, he should frame an idea and he should convey these ideas, his ideas, to his subordinates, and also he must get a equivalent response from his subordinates. And then only the word communication will be an effective in organization. Suppose if not, it will be a monopoly system, so that whatever company makes a decision, so the employees should also follow that. But instead of that, the company and the managers, or also top level managers, must also receive the equivalent response from the employees, whether they can receive their new innovative ideas, then the team manager or also team lead, and they can know the needs and requirements of the employees. So in that you can observe this picture. Yes, he is a manager, and I think these four are or four are his employees, so that he is discussing about something else, also discussing about the future project or whatever it may be. So in this discussion, so we can get to know that manager is conveying his ideas and thoughts to his employees and also receiving their respondent in equivalent manner. And receiving their respondent is also very much important of what he is trying to convince them. And also, the manager communication allows the people to interchange the informations and feedbacks within the organizations, as I said, and permits people to follow the organization goals, which means it allows the people or its employees to share their ideas within themselves and to coordinate with the manager and to achieve the goals of an organization. But most important thing is the knowledge of interpersonal communication process and potential barriers is an important managerial skill in order to assure the effectiveness of the communication. Yes, uh, while keeping in mind the company barriers and company's morale and the company's culture, the ideas should be framed within these three qualities. So it might be suppose for example company did not to make any marketing activities or else, any advertising activity through the social media so that uh, in that way company is trying to reach its customers and to make a business better. So what are all the strategies can you use with or else what are the strategies can be performed without using any social media platforms, which means so that a company can use through pamphlets, company can use through telecalls, company can convinces or also they can meet their clients or else customers through direct face-to-face meet and in other way. But here we can consider that we can know that company is purely avoiding the social media platform by to use their business more. So that in that way, employees should plan the new innovative ideas within the company culture, company's motto, and the company's intention, so that they could make ideas without any using the social media platforms and any other things which does not relate to company's strategy, company's culture. So in that way, the company morale can be performed and can be maintained well, and customers can get to know the company's motto, and employees can get to know the each of them innovatives, which might be very successful for their futures. Next thing is concept and meaning. So, what are the concept and meaning? Which means the managerial communications is a significant process in order to ensure a perfect understanding of an organization goals and involve people at all levels towards their attainment. Which means, as I said before, it's a any company will run for a common goal so that its employees work together to achieve their targets and to achieve their company's business motto. So, in that way, the communication must be understand, which means must be mutually accepted by each of the employees, and these employees should work together to achieve their commitments or also to achieve their concepts, which is or also to make their profit more. And in fact, through an effective communications, managers can communicate the objective tasks and policies to employees and transmit their feedbacks to the top management. Yes, your managers plays a very important role as a mediator, which means he can he can convey and he can convince. He can perform the both tasks so that I can convey means the what the top level management has been decided to do performance or else to do any tasks for the project, so that he must convey that project's theme and concepts to his subordinates, and also he must receive equivalent respondent from the subordinate, and that respondent should be transferred to his top managers in equivalent. method. So this is the role of a manager. He can convince the employees and he can convey the employee information to the employees. So in that way, he can inspire his employees by giving their new ideas and new motivation thoughts and new development processes. But also the employee get triggered when they could not accept the manager or also management themes and processes, so that they can they can he can assume that both of them, which is triggered and which is most successful motivation from his employees or else to his employees. And also communication is the change of managers between people for persistence of achieving common notions. Yes. Here, in the particular communication is a crucial during the process of change, which is becoming more and more important within the modern organizations, and that requires an extraordinary engagement and as well as a strong leadership. Yeah, well, very important aspect is that when there is a lot of change in technology or is a lot of change in business procedures, so that a manager plays a very important role in that in the decision making process. So by adopting the new changes so that he can communicate these employees for a new business process, new business methods, it might be useful or else it might be disadvantageous for his employees or else for his um, business. So he must think widely before the implementations, and he must consider his employees' welfare also, and also the company's goodwill. In order to maintain all these business statics and business analysis, he must better to be. He must better to take and good and proper decision and communicate that decisions with his to his employees and make them work better for the common achievement. Yes, this is a better example of communication and the managerial communications. So let us now let us come to the point of where some of the experts has been shared their thoughts according to the subject. According to, sorry, some of the experts has been shared their thoughts regarding the subjects. So, according to George Terry, the communication is an exchange of facts, ideas, opinions, emotions by two or more persons. Yes, it's a common thing. It's a mutual transferring of messages or else of facts or else ideas within two peoples. Yes, in simple way. And according to Keith Davis, communication is defined as process of passing information and understanding from one person to another. It is essentially a bridge of meaning between people. By using the bridge of a meaning, a person can safely cross the river of misunderstanding. Yes, this is the best example, which means the communication means it's a pure process of understanding each other. So that while understanding each other, so that we can understand his things and we can understand his ideas and thoughts. So whether whatever he's trying to convey whatever he's at another person or opposite person is trying to saying is we can understand easily. So we can go through the point easily and we can move on for a future according to his thoughts. So while this understanding process is being strong, so that in that way we can cross the bridge of misunderstanding. So that here we can says that so that here we can cross the river of misunderstanding. So that we can says that understanding plays a role of a bridge between the two persons, so that in between the misunderstanding river can be crossed over there. So, and according to George Wardman, the effective communication is a purposive interchange resulting in workable understanding and agreement between the sender and receiver. Yes, so it's agreement between the sender and receiver. They can send, or also they can share their message between themselves, and they can share their ideas between themselves, and they can gain, they can come to the common point, which is suitable for a common goal, to achieve a common goal. Yes, this is the main process and definitions of the communications and the managerial communications, and how it does work, and how it will be effective, and how it can be convinced to these employees, and what are the roles of a manager here, and what are the roles of his subordinates, and what are his roles of his superiors can be in the process, can be done in the process of communications and also in the decision making. Hope you all understand these topics, and topics which is discussed here, and if not any and misunderstanding, or also if not any doubts, sorry for that. Hope you all understood with this topic, and if you're having any doubts and clarifications, can you please you can please ping me, or else you can please free to ask any if there.